indulging in godly form. Cry when your daughter's born. Tell me, how could you party on? You partly wrong. Just cover their ears when Megan and Cardi's on. Don't mean to single out these artists' songs, but words is a weapon. That's what my father warned, and it's worse when the art performs. Yeah. The way I'm thinking astounds you. I'm saying what I want, you just saying what you're allowed to. You claim you married the game, who these lames are saying they vows to. Can't change the people around you, just change the people around. Let's go. Can't remember who, it's too hot. We giving out sermons on these rooftops. Staircase confessionals, it's in my tube socks. We giving out sermons on these rooftops. Can't remember who, it's too hot. We giving out sermons on these rooftops. Staircase confessionals, it's in my tube socks. We giving out sermons on these rooftops.
Hey yo, Grandma read from Matthews in the book of Joseph. Learned the cash rules, started is an omen. If you owe me, then pay the ticket or they pay a visit in a low tent. My theory is you lames on the low end. What your tribe called you cornballs never get no wins. Cherish your freedom, the inside of them is different. I sold the plate to a fallen angel in Hell's Kitchen. I seen on the street corner, it smelled sickening. Told a homie to watch his step, then he out of sight, out of mind quickly.
The Utah Jazz have a Western Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend the home court here in downtown Salt Lake City, Utah. Bringing you some fun on a Monday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. You look at Memphis. They come in off a difficult stretch of home games, and a win here on the road would do a lot to get that confidence back.
And guys, one of the approaches when you're starting a short road trip like this is guys want to come right out of the box with focus, game in hand, and not think about the next one. Get as many wins as you can on the road. It's so important.
And Jackson gets it to go. Obviously, both these teams love to attack the glass, rebounding, so that stat, Greg, could end up being a deciding factor here tonight.
There aren't going to be any free second chances tonight. These squads need to be ready to get physical and fight for every single possession.
Now, let's send it over to the decorated David Aldridge, who was able to talk to Will Hardy.
Thanks, Kevin. He thinks the big issue for them is to make things difficult inside. He understands that their opponent has a physical presence, but he wants his guys to match that physicality or surpass it. Obviously a tough order to fill, but they have to do it.
Okay, David, thanks. Brooks with no one around. Off target with his three.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
And it's good for 2.
Excellent footwork and handles, getting Cunningham right around the defender. We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level. Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Keep track of Ja, especially when he's in transition. He shows you right there.
Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his third season, Smitty, in the NBA, and now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
Now here's Brooks, following the miss by Ja Morant. And that one's good from McMillan.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Gobert with the block.
This is why shooters always have an eye out for Rudy. And if you don't, this could be the result.
Here's Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Well, Smitty, after his sensational rookie season, I think people knew that Ja Morant had an unlimited ceiling.
Kevin, now we know it's not just high, it's through the roof. Ja was Rookie of the Year, and he keeps up in his game. We could, Kevin, be looking at an all-time great.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Gobert. Back to Morant. Outside for Jackson. No good from outside.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Now here's Bey. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Jazz passing it around. Just 5 to shoot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one's on Morant.
And catch and release, not just about fishing. Saddiq Bey last season with the 4th most catch-and-shoot triples made in the NBA. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Teams really want guys like Saddiq Bey, guys with the combination of length and three-point shooting.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Brooks. And here's Morant. And another miss by Memphis.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Bogdanovich with it. He's picked up by Morant. Adams' shot is off. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I'll tell you what, Ja Morant just keeps coming at the defense.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
They have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
You know, some of Ja Morant's sequences remind you of a young Derrick Rose. He's that explosive.
Kicks it out to Gay.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
And so it's Memphis heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
No good from Beasley.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah. Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Beasley right side. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their followers.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. The fans form that attachment to their team.
Pass to Gobert. Here's McMillan. Beasley with the steal. Clarkson looking for an opening. Now here's Beasley. Gay in the corner. And he banks in the layup.
Nice play. Gay with the quickness to get in close and the size to close the deal.
Here's Ivey. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That is his first foul of the game. That'll be a 5-second call. A different look for Utah.
Substitution on the court.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Jordan outside. Pass to Bay. To the paint. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Too easy for Cade. He can really fly.
And like a lot of top picks, Cade Cunningham had to deal with some adversity in his rookie season.
Greg, he had been part of winning teams for his entire life. He was introduced to just how competitive the NBA is. But he says it's only sharpened his focus.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Hey, Steve, you've won an NBA title, but also you've got some gold medal memories. How does it compare, winning for a city versus representing and winning for your country?
Kevin, both incredibly proud moments. Winning an NBA title is awesome. But also winning a gold medal for your country, you said it, it's representing your country. It was a dream come true.
The kick out to Cunningham. Knocks down the 3-ball. Cunningham's got the lead up to 1 now for the Jazz.
Oh, great ball movement there.
In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Vanderbilt's got himself on the board with 3 there. And they double up Cunningham. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one.
That's his first personal.
It goes on Brandon Clark.
He's the kind of player every team is looking for. Cunningham understands both how to move the ball and how to create for himself.
Well, you look at the counting numbers for Cade Cunningham. He fills up a stat sheet. The key for him moving forward, though, efficiency.
And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovic. That is his first foul of the game. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter.
Locked down deep. When Jordan really gets after it, his athleticism can be overwhelming.
Shooting much better this quarter than last. You can see his confidence growing.
And you talk about Cade's efficiency. Greg on a struggling team, that can be a challenge.
Yeah, without great shooters around him, he's forced into taking tough shots or turnovers. And as the team improves, though, I think the percentages should come around. And really the defense not organized on that inbounds play, and boy, do they pay the price with the triple.
And a wide open look for Cunningham. again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Outside, Green. From outside the arc, Bay pulls it in. Utah leading. Here's Jordan. The Grizzlies pull it in.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Back to Vanderbilt. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Vanderbilt's got 6 points.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
And here's Bay. And here's Bogdanovich for three. Not going to go that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They get to take on the Magic in Orlando after this one. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with Ivy, he gives you the physical traits you want at guard. Long, strong, athletic, lots of upside.
The Grizzlies shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And the first one drops.
And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jaden Ivey gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Azubuike on the wing. Out to Clarkson. The Jazz again can't hit it. Memphis leading by 3. Williams for 3. And that's collected by Gay. The 3 ball. Another miss by Utah. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Grizzlies lead by 3. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena. You're watching 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Beasley. Now, here's Clarkson. Beasley outside. Morant with the steal. For the finish. And finished off by Morant.
Please protect the ball around Ja. He's looking for the steal and opportunity to run.
Memphis foul. His first personal foul. First team foul.
Down low. 6 on the shot clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Gobert knocks it away.
Grizzlies ball.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Leading by 5. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Gay outside. They set the pick. There's the 3. Drills the 3-pointer. Gay's got 5 now.
Rudy Gay knocked that one down. His 3-point shot is getting better and better.
Pass to Jackson. Fires the 3. And they recover it. Stolen away. Beasley outside.
Memphis foul.
A different look for Utah.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Inside. Adams. Second shot opportunity. And it's Morant with the rebound.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Brooks from outside. The rebound by Jordan. Jazz trail by 4. In the corner, Bay with it. That's a 2 from Cunningham. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Nice play, and credit Jaren for being shot ready. He knew the play was coming to him, and he knocked it down.
Cunningham outside. To the left wing. 6 to shoot. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Now Morant. 11 points in the game. And the second chance effort by Jackson.
In terms of raw tools, Jaren could become one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. We'll see how it plays out.
And there's a whistle that goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul. 1:56 left in the third. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And we've seen it for years. Despite their regular season success, the Jazz just unable to make much noise in the playoffs. Credit the front office for coming to terms with it and pivoting to a rebuild while they could get top value for their stars.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Here's Morant. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better. Mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
At the line for 2.
He doesn't get the second one.
Anytime you watch the Jazz, you have to think back to those great Utah teams of the 80s and 90s. They easily could have won a few rings.
Pass to Alexander Walker. To the middle. Outside for Jordan. No good on the 3.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
Knocked away. And Vanderbilt now top of the key. And here's Ivy from deep three-point range.
I'm not sure if anyone on the team has the green light from there. Definitely not him.
It's the kind of shot that gives hero ball a bad name and causes your coach to consider another line of work.
Pass to Green. Lets it go with the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Green's got 6 points.
Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
.32 seconds left here in the third quarter. And stolen by Bay. Pass to Bogdanovich. And here's Jordan outside. Nice ball movement by Utah. It's Clark with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
They kick it out to Green. Launches it. And Adams sends it back.
That's the length of Adams, but also the good instincts defensively.
Udoka as the rookie.
Here's Ivy. Williams for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been active. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Gobert the screen. On the wing, Brooks. Launches a 3. Memphis the rebound. Outside Jackson. Clock at 6. Here's Morant. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
What a night for Ja Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Cunningham with it. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dillon Brooks. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Jazz call time here.
Utah timeout play. Make some noise and get out of your seat for your Utah Jazz dancers.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, during that timeout, the coach of the Jazz talked to his team, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Thank you, David.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
And so Jordan nails both of them. Morant looking around.
That's his fourth foul of the evening. He needs to be careful now. Pick and choose where to be aggressive.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
And also the hustle showing through with all those steals and not giving much breathing room for the offense to operate.
Make some noise and get out of your seats for your Utah Jazz dancers.
That's good from Morant.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdowns. And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Cunningham outside. Shoots over Morant. Got it from 16 feet. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything. And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Yep, that one goes.
And you can just see the extraordinary competitiveness. MJ staying laser focused after absorbing the contact.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Look who it is, Jazz fans. Time for your Utah Jazz dancers. Okay, fans, it's time to put it up a notch. Let's hear you dance live. Jazz Youth Dance Team. Another big round of applause for your Utah Jazz.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And they double up Morant. Here's McMillan. No good on the triple.
Aggressive closeout on a great jump shooter. That's how you defend against the three.
They set the pick. A three from Bogdanovic. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. And finished off by Morant.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Here's Azubuike.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
You love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. Ja Morant's a reliable finisher.
Bogdanovich left side. And a wide open look for Jordan from outside off the mark.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's McMillan. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 8-point game. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And they'll get another chance. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
When Gobert gets in deep, that's often your best option is to wrap him up and send him to the line.
So he gets them both. Here's Cunningham. .124 left to play here in the fourth. From past the arc, it falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
A strong part of Cunningham's game. He's got great range.
Gobert double-teamed. Here's Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his first personal foul. 13 foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
And for the teams that were looking to draft Jaren Jackson Jr., what they saw was a true modern-day center who could defend 1 through 5.
Jazz trailed by 8. Pass to Cunningham. For the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Morant outside. To the left side wing. Gobert down low. Here's McMillan. Shot clock at 6. Back to Gobert. No good that time. And it's Utah the other way. Here's Jordan. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Boy, I'll tell you, there's an art to doing this. What's amazing is how often Jordan hits the clutch shot.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 7-point game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
And the Jazz call time here. They're trailing by 7. 34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And you know what? They're not ready to give up yet. They'll try to intentionally foul if they can get a quick hoop.
.34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And he commits the intentional foul.
Michael Jordan. Second personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for the Grizzlies.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8.
At the line for 2.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Shot clock at 5. From deep. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Memphis ball.
Here's Morant. So it's Memphis picking up the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out.
When I slide, bet I'm on my when I'm outside, so they don't ran down. I knew the was fake, but I still, cause I'm a gremlin. gremlin. Now your time is up. I ain't slamming, I'm gramming. Any way you put it, I'm SG with it. I'm a super gremlin. Nightmare, baby. You know, I bet you always see me in your dream.
Yeah. Won't jump click to click, hit boy, but I ain't like you kids. They know what time it is. Peel off Lambo tire skid. Doing the most. Imagine you and me close. I'm too ahead. All of the homies can't call me they friend or call me they mans or call me they woadies. 40 belows, my heart is still cold. I got it in course, so revving the motor. I'm getting changed, they won't see me slip through the cracks. Shorty is enemy, she let me crash. Two-person party, we having a bash. What you think all this for? She told me go lock up the studio door. She acting up like it's the movie awards. For real, for real, for real. You gotta love it. That's for real, for real, for real. It's 20 on my receipt. That's for real, for real, for real. I just left out H. Lorenzo and Max Field. On me, we still can't build. I be solo on the real. I kept it 1K, that's how I'ma stay. She wanna say, but she not a saint. All 10 down, that's how I was raised for all of my days. Won't jump click to click, hit boy, but I ain't like you kids. They know what time it is. Peel off Lambo tire skid. Doing the most. Imagine you and me close. I'm too ahead. All of the homies can't call me they friend or call me they mans or call me they woadies. 40 belows, my heart is still cold. I got it in course, so revving the motor. I'm getting changed, they won't see me slip through the cracks. Shorty is enemy, she let me crash. Two-person party, we having a bash.
Don't jump click to click, most these guys is counterfeit. I'm in the hood without a you never know, might see some she love me cause I don't. I'm local but still out the mix. This flip by the wrist, talking